Продолжаем конец. На видео я прошел босс Хаколи, и теперь тут осталось просто со всеми поговорить. По-моему, и мы заканчиваем белобог, и дальше будет у нас лофу Сянджо, по-моему. 3 дня подряд. Точки-то, наверное, опять какие-то будут. Плюс 5 нефрита. Так, что дальше? Система заблокировала ссылку, пожалуйста, дополнительным системным личным. Опять здравствуйте, вот это там. Да. Когда-нибудь. Наверное, хотя надо будет тоже пройти. По-быстрому, может, и по-быстрому.
Outsiders. For friends of Clara.
How did you know that was Perkins?
Thank you for rescuing Clara.
Seems like
Its language module must have malfunctioned.
Outsiders are friends.
Люди появились.
You have visitors, Clara.
it's the variables.
was a huge shaking just now coming up through the ground. Mr. Svarog said it must have been...
Recalculating. Conclusion. Engine of creation. 97.66% probability. The engine of creation was an immense construction machine created by the architects. It was not built.
Well, whatever. We won. Thanks to that giant robot, we were finally able to take care of the Stellaron. And Branya made a promise. The underworld and the overworld will soon be reunited. Which means that you, Svarog, you won't have to worry about preserving the underworld for the time being.
March, everyone, thank you so much. I wasn't sure you guys would be able to do it, but now... Mr. Svarog, what do you say? You guys said you were travelers from other worlds, right? I want to be just like you. One day, I'm gonna go traveling to faraway places and make new friends.
Было прикольно увидеть, как она это поступила.
Calculation result. Update. Mission number 0.
Много. Стикеры. Так, что тут? И блокады между надмиром и подземными королевами подземелья должны были получить уведомление. Закрыта будет для 10 лет. Станция канатной дороги скоро будет запущена. Ехать над миром и на... Что? Инаугурация какая-то. Увидимся там, хе-хе. Немного.
That's our Branya! Quick as a flash!
She certainly moves a lot faster than some people I know.
If you haven't got anything nice to say right now, zip it! Come on, then.
8 хватило.
Wait for the tiles before you start counting. Come on. Wow! My turn.
Lamps ablaze. Lance! Forward! Hope you're prepared.
Wait for the tiles.
Lance at the ready.
Now time.
This ends here.
Хотел бы не убежал, спасибо на этом.
A delicate operation.
На этом отряде. Кто у меня там был вместо него? Тело? Пусть будет. Ничего нету, ничего не разбивается. Мне кажется, все собрал. Да, получается все. Камни закрываются.
Do you need me to formulate the next plan? Mommy?
Mommy doesn't know either, sweetie. The overworld is different from here.
Then
Don't be silly.
Deal!
Так, я вообще хотел сюда делать. Так, 740 штук. А, ну тут, в принципе, мне скупать-то и нечего толком. Не надо, мне вот эти штучки были нужны. И, по-моему, вот эти. Да. Да. Еще осталось. Еще много чего осталось. Так, тут что-то есть, может? А, нет. Вот, да. А, но он только не знаю, для чего выпало. Кстати, скоро уже заканчивается Зила, или зелье. Потом вот этот Дзиньюань. Очень хочу. Я даже тут писал, так сказать.
You made it. I thought you were about to miss.
No way! After all our hard work, how could we miss out on the final celebration?
I smell it too. For Oleg and I, not to mention the other adults, reopening the passageway means rediscovering old ways of living. Return to normality. But for the children who were born into this era, who grew up in this isolation, once you've tasted freedom, it's difficult to accept a life of separation and isolation. I'm sorry. Here I am talking your ear off again. If you have time, talk to the folks here. Everyone.
Finally, I can get back to supervising the cable cars. I thought it's you! The liberators of the underworld! You're the first passengers we've had since being sealed off. It'll be my honor to get you to the surface in one piece. Relax! In all my 20 years on the job, there were only ever... So, ready? No problem! So, ready? Brothers, sisters, ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, gather round!
А ну.
Whoa! Look at the big blue ceiling!
That's not a ceiling, Hook. That's the sky.
So this is the overworld? The air here smells different.
Less rust and geomarrow particles floating around. Take a deep breath, children. This is what freedom tastes like. I never thought I'd live to see the administrative district again. All those years. We've been through a lot, Natasha.
You're right, Oleg. It's funny. The moment I boarded the cable car, my mind was filled with everything I wanted to do on the surface. But now, I just want to sit down, zone out, and watch the people coming and going.
Enjoy the peace and quiet, Natasha. We earned it.
Олега не видно. Вот он, Олег. Что выделили, видите? Вместо Олега.
It's Japard! Is he here to meet us?
О,
He's still on duty. Huh. He must have recovered quickly.
подожди.
Let's go say hi!
Это еще собрать. записан. Вот. Если победит наше расположение, просто связь с Орисом, Кембриджем, Лаймштейном. Мусорка еще одна. В смысле? Ой, как-то странно. Там походу должен быть второй этап. А, вот сумка. Чего и все сумки прикрыть? Конец. Так, что еще нужно сделать? Олега. Так, в смысле, мы только что поднимались песни, ничего. Понятно, там задание, короче.
Welcome back to the administrative district,
Trailblazers. First time anyone's called us that.
The architects think it's only right that we should address you properly. Outsiders is hardly fitting, and please allow me to apologize again for what happened in the restricted zone. You were... I'll keep that in mind. Thanks. Lady Bronya's inaugural address will begin soon.
Huh? That's sooner than I expected.
Not really. But Lady Bronya insisted on delivering the speech as soon as the address will be held at Everwinter Monument. I hope the three of...
Да, конечно, тебе, в принципе, ничего. Да, поснимали вот эти штучки, тут, по-моему, достаточно. И этот, да ладно, надо это сделать. Я тогда одну картинку пропустил, надо этот тест пропустить. Прикольно. Яркий ракурс, это точнее явление розыска сооружений преступника. Совершенно уникальная фигура, фигурными глазами высунут Том. Снова с открытого зеленого глаза. Снять плакаты с тобой не вернулся, помочь, что
I don't know if you've ever had that feeling. When you stop and look back on the things you've done, and then you start to doubt yourself. And wonder if you've lost that drive. If every... You do? Oh, good. Oh, I mean, it's good to know someone. I haven't been able to sit back once over the past 10 years. A moment's negligence could have brought wild. Staying vigilant wasn't the issue. It was the... No matter what anyone says,
ради Наташи можно и постараться. Чё им тут не помочь? записались. Разрешите грязь на станции канат на дороге белобога и двигаем при этом нарушение эти. Райку.
Wow! Did you see that, Clara? A super big steel monster just ran past!
Да, который он тот автобусик тут ездит.
I don't think that's a monster. Mr. Svarog's database has information about it. It's called...
Don't worry about the name! The important thing is I saw what it can... And it just so happens to be the mole's next target.
I don't think...
А тебе заебись, да, ходить?
Look, there's a crowd gathering over there.
Looks like it. Bronya hasn't arrived yet, though.
Guards! Formation!
Whoa, this must be it.
Citizens of Belobog, I kindly ask for your attention.
People of Belobog, hear me. Today we gather here to celebrate our victory, but it was a sacrifice made by a mighty guardian that delivered us this opportunity. She dispelled an evil that 100 years of suffering, and in the process, she paid the ultimate price.
Чтобы ставить
The sacrifice of Cocolia Rand ushers in a new chapter. The blizzard beyond the walls will die away, and the offensives of our Silvermane in the far north. I witnessed with my own eyes the struggle between the late Supreme Guardian and the evil power that sought to destroy us. The order to seal off the underworld from the overworld. With the passage of time, she gradually came to realize the consequences of that decision. Although torture. In her final moments, she wanted us to mark the Stellaron's end by reuniting Belobog. Overworlders and underworlders must embrace the dawn of a new age. Together, people of the underworld, I dare not ask for your forgiveness. I now know the reality of your decade of suffering. But I want us to work together. We know that without your perseverance and hard work, Belobog will not recover its former glory. And on that note, I'd like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to most of you. We're not aware of their arrival. But it is thanks to them. They made me realize that while we remain focused on preserving the ground beneath our feet, we should not forget to look up into the sky. I firmly believe that with the determination of everyone, our world, the world the Trailblazers call Yarilo 6, will no longer be a... But before we accomplish that goal, I humbly ask you to... I, Bronya Rand, the 19th Guardian of Belobog, hereby take my oath.
Lady Bronya! Lady Bronya! Long live Belobog!
Теперь сюда можно зайти свободно.
Bronya, we're back!
March, Donghung, and you. It's wonderful you made it to the address. Sorry, I know the invitation was very last minute, but I needed to get the news out as soon as possible. The longer people waited, the more rumors started to swirl. The situation risked spinning out of control. Yes, I'm fine now, don't worry. My mother, she tried to force the voice of the Stellaron into my head. It was a terrible feeling. I don't know what would have happened if you hadn't shown up.
That was some speech, Branya. If I had to talk like that in front of a huge crowd, I'd be shaking head to toe.
It was all just a bunch of palatable lies. I hope you never have a similar experience, March. I prefer to be honest with the people, but I also want to preserve their hope.
Что замолчала? Я думал, ты сейчас договоришь.
Don Hung, wanna talk about Mr. Yang's findings?
Allow me to explain.
Which means the fragmentum has already taken root by this point. Even though the Stellaron is sealed, we won't be able to reverse the damage immediately. No need for apology. You've gone out of your way to save this world. You nearly lost your life. I have no right to ask for more. Besides, I agree with Mr. Yang. Ultimately, the fate of Belobog is in the hands of its own people. In that case, as a leader, I must give you a promise of the same weight. We will hold out with everything we have until the day you Trailblazers return. Even if it takes another 700 years, the children of Yarilo 6 will look up to the sky with hope in their eyes. So long, my friends. May the preservation bless your journey.
Congrats! That was one heck of a first trailblazing expedition!
Короче, так я полагаю, что все планеты будут принадлежать определенным путям. Типа вот это вот Ярила 6 это путь сохранения. По-моему, насколько я знаю, Лоху Синдром путь охоты.
Worth celebrating, I'd say.
Fine, what? That run of the mill, huh?
My scoring criteria.
Anyway, we should be asking you. Equally unforgettable, I'm sure. Anyway, don't worry about this. Let's go for one more round in the administrative district.
Опа, что это? Еще дополнительная штучка. Да. Блин. Вот. Смотрите. Повышать силу атаки владельца на 12, если скорость владельца не меньше 120. Сила атаки дополнительно повышается на 12. Понятно. О, тут тоже что-то есть. Может, это сила атаки это не ей поставить, а ключевая. Скорость у нее 103, 94, 98, 117. Так, еще сообщение. Я сказала, что у нее кое-что на тебе есть. Она хочет, чтобы попробовала войти в виртуальную вселенную. Она чуть присела, не блокировала это и не похоже на думала, что страшно.
Branya said she's willing to wait 700 years for us. Huh. Don Hung, how long can humans live for?
Forever. But in that scenario, they can't be considered human anymore.
Yikes, so serious. I was just curious. Here we are, Everwinter Monument. Photo time! Oh, Pela and Hook are here too. Let's make sure we get them. Whoa, so much ice! But it's warm here. Aren't you overworlders worried it'll melt?
Not at all. It may look like ice, but it's actually a monument carved out of geomeral crystal.
Geomero! It's a shame Daddy isn't here. He'd find a buyer for it and sell it for big bucks.
How do I explain? This particular piece of geomero is definitely not for sale.
A photo? What's that? Hook wants to see it.
I must remind you that taking photos of others without gaining their permission Wait, that's a nice picture. And it's crystal clear.
Wow, photos are awesome. Can Hook have it? You like it? It's yours. A farewell gift from us. Okay, where to next? Oh, we haven't seen Serval since we got back. Let's head to the workshop.
Who's there?
О, Клара.
Didn't your parents tell you to? It's you three! Come on in! I was just talking to Clara.
How have you been, big brother? Miss Serval's workshop is amazing. There are all kinds of things.
Miss Serval? Clara is such a well-mannered kid. Meanwhile, the architect's children are still calling me auntie and making me feel old. Photo? This feels like one of my fan meetups.
Photo. Oh, I remember. When I was little, Mr. Svarog took a photo for me.
Over here, Clara. Want to learn some...
А ну будете, правда, что позировать или нет? Он нет. Ну ладно.
Wow, that's pretty great. I wish the photographers at my shows had your skills.
Huh? Am I really that short? I thought...
Don't worry. If you eat like Don Hung, you'll be as tall as him one day.
I'll let that slip.
Here, keep it. A little farewell gift from the...
Huh? You're leaving so I understand. Well, this photo will always be close to my heart.
Thanks, Miss Serval. Big brother, March, Dan Hung. Thanks for if you have time, please come back and visit me and Mr. Svar.
That's enough sightseeing and photo taking to last. Time to head back to the Goethe Hotel for a good night.
We can sleep.
Not so fast. Last time we were here, that evil Madam Guardian interrupted us before we'd got... Come on! Himeko and Mr. Yang are grown-ups. I'm sure they'll cope with that. Besides, don't you want to chit-chat with the locals now that Belobog is full of life again? I know...
Так, ну... В принципе...
Come around and have a look.
Да... С кем-либо нету, плакатов не было. Да, нет, конечно же. Ой, что почему? Ну, это задание. Ну, я думаю, это можно просто поскипать, потому что мне неинтересно немножко. Блин, потом сегодня нам сделал, конечно, ну да, этот выглядит далеко лучше, чем который внизу.
At the end of your journey, all that perplexes you and troubles you will resolve.
Ласкавки, по-моему.
Oh, it was a close thing, all right. Good thing it dawned on me. Hey, Sampo doesn't have to be a protagonist, right? The likes of us are better suited to, Turns out the Astral Express crew is more fun than I expected. You liked it? Really? No. I'm in no hurry to leave. What? Oh, Epsilon? What fun can you get out of a giant Vanity Fair like that? Well, bye for now. Send my regards to the guys and girls in the tavern. Oh, and don't forget to say that Sempo Kuski will catch them for the next one. Time to make my curtain call. To you, my dear audience, I dedicate my performance. I wonder, did I bring a little more joy into your lives? You don't have to answer that. But if the answer is no, then you'll break.
Не понимаю, типа прямая трансляция.
We should be getting back to the Express. Time to find March and Donhong.
Отдых. Проверка. Были там также. Безымянный готов отправиться в следующий мир. Возвращайтесь на Экспресс, когда закончите делами.
Morning! How did you sleep? I'm full of energy, You poor thing! I'll go check the lunar calendar. Today might be unlucky.
Did you get Himiko's message? It's time to go. The conductor will nag us again if we put the express behind.
Yeah. Well, pack your souvenirs and stuff. Back home we go.
Можно узнать, как просто? Да, можно. Нет, нельзя, ладно.
Here we are at last.
Nothing lasts forever.
Hey! I'm not that...
Priorities? What do you mean? Are you saying rebuilding the underworld isn't one of your priorities?
Of course not. I'm just saying we have limited assets and we need new parameters.
Assets, parameters. You sure love your fancy words. Forget it. Leave it to me. I'll go down myself.
Come on, Sela. I won't leave you to...
Look, Branya! There'll be plenty of difficulties waiting for them, right?
energy than ours. But we will prevail here, even if it means arguments like this go on forever.
Блин, так как будто летит это что в
They won't
Геншине.
go on forever if I win them.
Как будто какая-то крутка. Да, коли жены это ругаются тут.
Welcome home, you
Ой,
three.
как лагать. Что-то плохо им.
Himeko, Mr. Yang! Team Trailblaze back from duty. Mission 1 accomplished.
Although Welt and I didn't get the chance to go with you, I can tell you worked hard to bring things back to normal. Well done, everybody. And especially you. I heard a lot of good things about you. I'd say it's a solid 5 stars.
Get some rest on the Express. Urilo 6 was not an easy ride. Pom-Pom is of the opinion that we should leave as soon as possible to avoid potential resurgences of the anomalies we experienced earlier. Himeko and I agree.
Which means we need to decide where our next destination is soon.
That's right.
That's the path of the Nameless, I presume. Always on the road, always trailblazing. I'm not complaining, by the way. One adventure after another, that's exactly what I signed.
Looks like March has fallen in love with the way of the Nameless. That's good to hear. You can head back to your rooms for some rest, or stay here and make yourselves a cup of coffee, whichever you like.
I'll head back to my room then.
There I was thinking this guy would gradually open.
We need to give him some time, March. I think he treasures the time spent with you guys. About your battle against the Supreme Guardian and the whole Stellaron situation, you must have a lot of unanswered questions, I suppose. While you were away, Welt and I did some research and came to some interesting conclusions. Let me know if you want to ask about anything.
Home sweet home. Mr. Yang and Himeko must be bored given how long our train had to stay here.
The Express crew tread upon the Trailblaze. We travel between worlds, like a thread weaved into the life stories of the universe is vast beyond our imagination. It's a miracle that our paths converge. The fact that thank you for becoming our companion. I'll do my best to answer any questions you may have. Sure. Oftentimes, those who are involved in historic events don't have the opportunity to see things from a wider perspective. Klapoth the Preservation is known for their indifference. Unless you become a zealot like those with the corporation, it's hard to share in the Eon's power. Determined to preserve the world they loved, the architects held on for hundreds of years. But as the fragmentum continued to advance, and one particular guardian, Kokolia, abandoned the path of preservation altogether. Judging by how the battle turned out, Klapoth responded to your wish. Their gaze infused you with the power to wield the weapon of a supreme guardian. Don't mention it. Welt and I may have stayed on the Express this whole time, but we've been watching over you from the moment you set foot on. Friends look after each other. The same goes for us Nameless. Please remember, no matter where you are in the universe, the Express is a stellar. What I've gathered so far suggests it's likely that the Supreme Guardian was corrupted by the Stellaron at a very young age. On the flip side, we can't judge Kokolia too harshly. Imagine if it were you or me who had to sit on the throne and watch the city's... Sure, ask away. Welt may be better equipped to answer that. But if you want my 2 cents, I'd say it's unlikely. I guess it's possible, but it would take a long time. I can tell from your report that the new Supreme Guardian of Belobog is a smart young lady with leadership qualities. What's more important is that she now understands her people. After the journey, the firm and honest support she gets from people around her will also prove immensely useful. But fate likes to play tricks on people. Even if during their life they will remain vulnerable and helpless to countless threats lurking in the recesses of the universe. It's virtually impossible to destroy a Stellaron. No one, not even Herda, has found a way to When the Supreme Guardian was defeated, the Stellaron that had been transmitting energy to her exposed its weakness to us. That's about all we can do about a Stellaron. It may be suppressed for now, but this brief window should allow the people on this planet to heal and You're most welcome.
So, your first trailblazing expedition has concluded. How do you feel? Joy or pain, success or regret? It's all part of the journey. Those feelings will accompany you. It seems you have something on your mind. Let's hear it. I'd like to hear a fresh perspective.
Ну, все, в принципе, от Хима узнали, поэтому...
Likewise. Get some sleep.
Не хочется.
Pom-Pom, we're back! Shh! Checking star rail stability. Pom-Pom needs to focus.
Good to see you too.
Spatial readout. Back to the star rail stability keeps rising. 56. The numbers have stabilized. Oh, welcome back to the Express. You've accomplished your trailblaze. Don't worry about it. Eurillo 6 probably doesn't have anything worth buying. But don't forget, the destination will be announced at the navigation. For now, get some rest. Oh, there you go. Careful not to spill.
Thank you, conductor.
Thanks to you, the space fisher is healing up, and the star rail has become. As for the coaches, Pom-Pom's checked right away to avoid encountering the anomalies again. The Express will dispatch shortly. For your safety, please don't leave your seat until the Express has reached cruise.
Come with me, take the journey.
29 уровень теперь нужен, пипец. Понятно. Пипец заданий, проходи. Ну, только 20, да? 26
I'll be waiting till we make
ХП, сила, ХП, эффект пробития. И что там еще?
Come with me, take the journey.
Защита, сила, ХП, защита, лучше убьем. Так, вот это мы не трогаем пока что. Это можно. Чем больше ХП и сила еще. И базовая атака, кстати говоря. Третий уровень возвышения. Тоже прокачаем. Вот сюда хочу, да, с боссом сразиться, чтобы получить эту штуку.
draw. Freeze and victory!
Time for a shot.
You're prepared.
My turn.
Naughty child, nap time.
This ends here.
A brave new world.
Enemy targets detected.
Time for a shot.
Is that all?
Time for the old world to collapse.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. Choose me strike. Take on. My turn.
Hope you're prepared. In the name of Lend, a will forged in ice never falters.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it. Nap time.
This ends here.
Ready for another? Look at the draw. Freeze and victory!
You will not take away our hope.
Naughty child, nap time.
My turn. Wait for the come.
Hope you're prepared. A will forged in ice never falters.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Ready for another?
Time for a shot.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Naughty child.
Commencing support.
Power translates into hope.
Choose me strike. Enemy targets detected.
This ends here.
Commencing support.
Power translates into hope.
Is that all?
Enemy data secure.